Birthday Hawa, birthday Oshai, birthday Hawa, Bahashami Hawashai, Kal Halal Yom La Yahawa, Bahashami Hawashai, Bahashami Kodash. That is to say in the ancient Hebrew tongue, all praises to Yahweh in the name Yahawashai, in the name of the Spirit Holy. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salute to the bishops and elders who rule well. Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. Now the name of the Heavenly Father, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, his name is Yahweh. And his only begotten Son, our Lord and our Savior, his name is Yahawashai. And you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, we are the biblical Israelites. And the so-called white race, they are the biblical red Hebrew Edomites, our chief enemies upon the earth. This is your brother Yaramia from GMS Jamaica Camp, and I'm here with a lesson law as well. It will be an edifying one. And this one will be called Sodom and Gomorrah equals burning submersion. So I pray and I hope this will be an edifying lesson. And just like the lesson, the title of the lesson says, Sodom and Gomorrah means or equal burning submersion. Burning has to do with fire. The Lord rained down sulfur upon that place and light it and burn and kill off all of those sodomites, all of those abominations that was dwelling in that city, or those two cities, plus the other neighboring cities that was destroyed. And Gomorrah, it means submersion. Submerge. When something is submerged, it is under something. So it's either it's engulfed in a body of water or a world of pain, but it's under something subordinate. And in this case, we are dealing with fire, because the first death have already taken place upon the earth, which was the flood in the time of Noah. Now, the Lord says it's going to be like in the days of Noah and of Lot, but this time the second death will be done through fire. So America, which is Mystery Babylon the Great according to the Bible, will be submerged under fire, starting with the nuclear missiles, the ICBMs, the intercontinental ballistic missiles, and the chariots, the so-called UFOs, will come and finish, adding to that lake of fire, and America will become a huge desert. Before we finish this lesson, we get precepts supporting that. But let me just start with the book of Genesis, chapter 13 and verse 10. And it reads, "And Lot lifted up his eyes, and behold, all the plain of Jordan, that it was well watered everywhere before the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, even as the garden of the Lord, like the land of Egypt, as thou comest unto Zohar." Right. And this one tells you about the condition which Sodom and Gomorrah was in, as in the physical state of the land. It was green and luscious, productive, fruitful. Henceforth, Lot journeyed into that city with his herd, or herds, because he's herdman, and our forefather Abraham was having some conflict, and our forefather, or the Heavenly Father, I should say, put the spirit on our forefather Abraham to hold a meeting with Lot and say, look, we have to go split. So you go any side, you choose to go, me go the opposite way with my herd. Now watch your face, I'm a nephew still, I love, but we have to do this. And Lot choose to go down into Sodom and Gomorrah, because it's fruitful. And today, if you look at a lot of our people, they might choose to flock to America, because everybody have been lied to about America. And on the outside, you have this picture that America is the land of opportunity. Once you go there, your life just get better. And a lot of people flock into there, just like how Lot went down into Sodom and Gomorrah, because it looked prosperous, it looked productive, it looked like it can make your life get better, right? But the ways of the people in that land is nasty. Henceforth, it was destroyed by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And it's the same way America will be destroyed. Because America is where Esau Edom push all of his philosophies, all of his nastiness, and use America to go around the earth and pollute the minds of these nations. Alright, so let's just take a closer look now at the word Sodom. So boom, this is Sodom. It go back to the Hebrew word Saddam, S-A-D-A-M, Saddam, which means burning. See that? Burning. So it says, a Canaanite city usually paired with Gomorrah, located in the area of the Dead Sea and the Jordan River. Both cities destroyed by God in judgment. Boom. So it's Saddam, which means burning. Good. So let's now look at the word Gomorrah. So Gomorrah, go back to the Hebrew word Imara. Imara. And it means submersion. See that? Gomorrah, submersion. And it says, the twin city in evil with Sodom. So it says, the twin city in evil with Sodom, both destroyed in judgment by God with fire from heaven. Boom, boom, boom. So you get it. So Saddam, go back to the Hebrew, Sodom, go back to the Hebrew word Sodom, which means burning, and Gomorrah, go back to the Hebrew word Imara, which means submersion. So you put them together, burning, submersion. And that city was destroyed for an example for others to look on and fear. So as I said that, let's get 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 6. So Yahweh Shai have a way of naming things. Them name predict, what kind of characteristics are the role that they're gonna play in a movie. Now America means bitter, and that place is bitter, and it's spiritually Sodom, and it's spiritually Egypt. It's known for all form of nastiness, and it's known for oppression of the biblical Israelites. Alright, so this is 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 6. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an ensample unto those that after should live ungodly. So the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah has been done on the earth for an example of what will happen to anybody who come and live, in this Sodomitish lifestyle. The Lord is gonna destroy you. Now America being the forerunner or the main catalyst to push the alphabet people way of life on the earth, the Lord is gonna come and he's gonna kindle the lake of fire over in that land, in that city, Bozrah, America, which is the chief city of Esau Edom. They are the modern day Rome. Just like how everybody were Romanized back in the time of Rome power. Now everybody is being Americanized through, this war that ride it up on the scarlet beast, Yeah, so the Lord is gonna destroy them. He's gonna destroy them, and deliver his elect, right? So verse 7 now it says, and deliver just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. Right, and in this time, the Lord is gonna deliver his elect out of America and from around the four corners of the earth. Well, let's just zoom in on America, because that's where the main part of the destruction is gonna take place. Because that's Bozrah, and that's where the main part of the deliverance is gonna take place. Because this truth came out of New York, Harlem, 1 West to be exact, And our elders, of Great Millstone, the apostles, that's where they are. That's where the truth sprang up, and that's where the truth is being held strong right now. So the main deliverance is going to take place in that place, and the main destruction is going to take place in that place. America will become a huge desert, thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Scriptures. Israel, our land, which is being inhabited by, Amalek right now, our chief enemies, that land will be purged also. Because you have Tel Aviv, and you don't want to see nor hear about the things that take place over in that place in details. You just know say Sodomites them and make it stay right so, because your sign and your crying will definitely intensify if you really get a closer look into the nastiness that is taking place over into the Holy Land right now. So that place has to be purged. It has to be purged, and then we can go back home, after that place is purged. Right, so America is gonna become a very huge desert, and the Lord is gonna deliver his elect, just like how he delivered Lot. So Lord destroys Sodom and Gomorrah for an example, and those who come and live like that, just know say your judgment has already been sealed, your fate has been sealed. So from there, let's get Jeremiah 50 and verse 40. Yeah, that's a quick show. I pray and I hope it will be an edifying one. So Jeremiah 50 and verse 40, and it reads, As Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities thereof, saith the Lord, so shall no man abide there, neither shall any son of man dwell therein. And this is speaking about, the daughter of Babylon, which is America. This America will be totally destroyed. There will be no sign that people used to live over in that place when the Lord finished leveling it, flattening it, totally destroying it, burning it right down to ashes. So it's spiritually Sodom and Egypt, it's spiritually Sodom and Gomorrah, and it's where the burning submersion is going to take place. Every flesh that will be on the land, every tree, every building, everything over there will be submerged under fire. Henceforth the second death, henceforth the lake of fire. Yeah, that's where it will be kindled. Right? So it says, As Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord, so shall no man abide there, neither shall any son of man dwell therein. Behold, a people shall come from the north, and a great nation, and many kings shall be raised up from the coasts of the earth. They shall hold the bow and the lance. They are cruel and will not shew mercy. Their voice shall roar like the sea, and they shall, let me read it again. And they shall ride upon horses, everyone put in array, like a man to the battle against thee, O daughter of Babylon. Right, and this is speaking about the missiles, the intercontinental ballistic missiles. How about Shimei have created the Smiths to create these missiles, and the Lord have equipped Russia, China, and many other nations which stepping up them pace right now and owning, them nuclear facilities and building missiles, The Lord is gonna use these missiles to burn America, and World War III will be fought with missiles. It will start as all other wars, all other previous world wars started, on the diplomatic stage, and then it's gonna come to a point where it's gonna get physical, and it's gonna come to a point where somebody gonna press one of those missiles button. Press one of the missiles that are gonna open up the silos, and missiles start get shot from one end of the earth to the another, and World War III will become, you know, nuclear born, or in its height, in its stage where, yeah, we know say at the deliverance point. No, because once the missiles them get shoot off in the earth, the Lord have to come and beam up brothers off of this planet, especially in America, because once the first missile hit America and it start follow through, all of America will become a huge desert. It will be submerged under fire because it's spiritually Sodom and Gomorrah. Sodom and Gomorrah mean burning submersion. Burning submersion, which is being covered with fire. You being under a lake of fire. Burning. So I pray and I hope this was an edifying lesson. And anyone out there living this alphabet life, change up your ways before it's too late. Because if the Heavenly Father comes and find you in that sodomitish lifestyle, the penalty is death. So I pray and I hope this was edifying. Shalom.